Hello. How are we doing today? Hope everybody is well. It's been a while. I haven't seen you guys for a few days. It's been a busy week. There's been a lot happening that we need to go over, and hopefully, not big changes are going to happen, but I think there's a possibility of some things changing as far as court dates and retrials and all kinds of stupidity. Hello, Queen. Hi, Life with Mommy, Kentucky woman. I hope you guys are doing well. Yeah, a lot of stuff has happened this week. And I'm hoping it won't, like I said, make big changes, but it very well could. So we'll have to see what happens. But good to see you guys. It looks like the weather has gotten better where you're at. It's moved to Colorado now, I think. Scary time. But so I think there is a possibility that there could be a retrial for Alec Murdaugh. I think Becky may have really made it where that's not an option. And it really, I hate that. Nope, they have not flown yet. No. But so her charges, um, she has perjury, obstruction of justice, um, misuse of um, number 4. Hello, Justice. What do you mean, number 4? Uh, okay. Thank you very much, Justice Jane. Thank you. Thank you. I'm like, I don't know what number 4 means. I appreciate it. Thanks a bunch. So, no, a lot of people are saying that that's what's going to happen. And I've kind of thinking that's where I'm at now, too, really. And it seems really silly. He's going to spend life in prison based off what he pled guilty to, his financial crimes. Um, so this is such a shame that she did this. You would be lost. That half my brain would put. Yeah, yeah. So Becky Hill, the clerk of court. I don't know. Yeah, I'll play this real quick. It's a quick video just showing what all she's been charged with. She was a clerk of court during for Alex Murdaugh. Yeah. Jeez. You're in the hospital, had surgery yesterday, broke my knee and L12 and my. Oh my gosh. Oh no, Life with Mommy. Wow, I'm so sorry. Wow. Oh my goodness. That is painful. Makes me hurt. I'm so sorry. Yes, if everybody could please say some prayers for Life with Mommy. Oh my goodness. I'm sorry about that. Wow. Yeah, we will definitely be praying for you. How did you do that? Oh my gosh. Oh. Hello, Pallets. Good to see you. Oh man. Oh my goodness. Oh God, be careful. I'm so sorry to hear that. Keep us updated. Well, obviously, you need to definitely keep us updated. Wow. Ugh. Be so careful. Ugh. Wow. So this will tell the different charges. It's a real quick video. But
thank you for joining us. First at 6, former Colleton County Clerk of Court Becky Hill officially arrested and now facing multiple charges. Hill, who was the clerk of court during the high-profile Alex Murdaugh murder trial, went before 2 judges today. We began our team coverage with our Katie Solt, where Hill had one of her 2 court appearances. Katie, what can you...
Tessa, here in Richland County, Becky Hill faces a perjury charge. This all goes back to those jury tampering allegations from Alex Murdaugh's double murder trial back in 2023. Murdaugh was, of course, convicted of murdering his wife Maggie and son Paul. But shortly after the trial, Murdaugh's attorneys came forward and accused Becky Hill of tampering with the jury. And in fact, one of the jurors said Hill made comments during the trial that influenced her verdict decision. Hill was hit with 76 counts of ethics violations from the State Ethics Commission and did resign as clerk of court. Murdaugh's legal team has been fighting for him to get a new trial because of these allegations. Last year, Hill testified in front of Justice Jean Toll just exactly about this. And we know the perjury now stems from this testimony. SLED documents show Hill lied to Justice Toll about giving evidence to the media. Documents say in February 2023, which was during that 6-week trial, Hill gave released evidence photos to a third party. Now, last year, when Judge Toll made her decision, she said while Hill's testimony on the matter was, quote, not entirely credible, she decided it did not warrant a new trial for Murdaugh. Murdaugh's team, though, pushing for a retrial and even issued a new statement today saying in part, quote, we have long raised our concerns about her conduct during and after the trial, and this arrest further underscores the need to protect the integrity of the judicial process. Every defendant is entitled to a fair and impartial trial, and we look forward to Alex Murdaugh finally getting that treatment. Hill is expected back here in Richland County Court on July 25th. Today, a judge giving her a $50,000 PR bond with some conditions. Hill's lawyer says she has a new job and actually has to travel out of South Carolina sometimes for work. So the judge said she is allowed to travel for work-related reasons. Here, though, not the only courtroom Becky Hill was in today. She was also in front of a judge in Colleton County. Our Cameron Lyons was there and has those details.
She's gone already. Debbie,
that's right. Hours ago, former Colleton County Clerk of Court Becky Hill was charged with 2 counts of misconduct in office and 1 count of obstruction of justice.
So this is 2 different counties that she has charges in. It's ridiculous.
justice, and these new charges could possibly give Alec Murdaugh a new trial. During the Murdaugh trial, Hill was accused of tampering with the jury and later took to the stand to clear her name. Justice Jean Toll saying she found Hill not to be completely credible as a witness and that she was, quote, attracted by the siren call of celebrity. The bond hearing today taking just a few minutes, and Hill's legal team saying that she had just heard about her charges last night and attempting to allow the warrant to be served in Colton County so Hill did not have to go all the way up to Richland County later today. The judge denied her request, saying that she is here not to keep things simple. The judge has set an official court date for Hill, which is going to be July 18th. We'll keep you updated on any breaking news that we have. Working for
Okay, so yeah, she did. She tried to handle all of it in one place, and the judge said, not here to make this simple for you. Make this convenient. That's actually what she said. Hey, legs. Hey, happy. No, exactly. I mean, I'm glad she's being charged. I don't know what else you do, because I'm so furious with her. What a waste of money, of time. I mean, it's just ridiculous. And again, he's going to spend his whole life in jail, no matter what. The financial crimes he actually pled guilty to, that has him in, he'll be there forever. But, you know, this trial went, I think it went the whole 6 weeks. I mean, it's a lot of stuff to redo all of that. It did go on forever. It did. Yeah. So, I mean, it's just really ridiculous that and according to, so yeah, this is a thing, you know, Fitz News, they cover this really well. They cover everything in South Carolina very well. But they've been talking to different attorneys, just getting the opinion. And most everybody seems to think that they'll have to give him a new trial. Pawpaw Mags, I know. I know. Can you imagine doing that again? Oh my goodness. Oh Lord. I mean, it was kind of funny, but it really went on for a long time. Yeah, that was the whole Ira thing. Yeah, that was a lot. So I definitely am not looking forward to a new trial, and it's just frustrating because I think it's justified. Oh, I know. He is. I'm hearing a lot of weird stuff. I mean, I don't know. He's always had odd stuff going on in jail, you know? He is. He's nasty. And I think they 100% proved that he did it. To me, there's no doubt that he did, kill Mags and Pawpaw. Yeah, it's very frustrating. I really wish that hadn't happened, but and so there's misappropriations of funds also. I don't know. hold, yeah, this right here, this woman kind of tells a little bit about it. We still have documents to go over Lori Vallow this week. That's been a lot. But yeah, his alibi was really ridiculous. Yep. This next week will start jury selection for the Brandon Boudreaux case. She's filed all kinds of crazy shit. This is her last chance, though, the last time she gets the floor like this. She's not. She likes to keep it interesting. But yeah, so I think that maybe we ought to just assume that we're going to get another trial for Alec Murdaugh. I think that's pretty much where we're at. We'll have to keep an eye on that. We don't have anything been ruled on yet, but I think it's a very big possibility. And I had not thought that prior to this. But yes, so let's see what. Okay, yeah, this is going to be. Yep, yeah, you're right about that. And that's what's so ridiculous about it. You know, everything got handled, and then she had to go and do that. Oh, it's so frustrating. Okay, these are all in crazy order. No. Yeah, so Lori has all these handwritten motions that she filed this week. Now, it looks like she had them, it shows the 14th. Let's see. Thank you. Let me see. Let's see where this is at. All right, I won't be able to see chat. So I may have, yeah, this on the 14th. So this is her handwriting. Some of this is so funny, you guys. The defendant, Lori Daybell, requests this court preclude all evidence of phone data and text messages relating to Alex Cox, pursuant to the Rule 801 hearsay, Rule 8, oh, that's 801C hearsay, Rule Rule 801D procedural rule or context statute hearsay is admissible unless it is defined non-hearsay under rules of evidence, Rule 803. In order for text messages to be relevant, it must establish the defendant's intent, knowledge, and absence of mistake. Is that what, I don't know what that says. I think so. The alleged co-conspirator is deceased, therefore the state cannot establish Alex Cox's intent, knowledge, or absence of mistake. I think that's what that says. Okay, I think this is the right one. Let me see. Okay, I was just going to check chat real quick. Some of this is hilarious, though. What did she say? Okay. I don't know what that says. I don't know. Something, telephone messages are inadmissible. Federal Wiretap Act. State Invasion Privacy Act prohibit unlawful access to stored electronic oral communications regarding, I don't know what that says. Oh, I think okay. She's talking about cases. Okay, so Olmstead. Okay, that's what I thought it said, but that didn't make sense. So she's talking about case history. And I don't care about that. But also, if the state is using geofencing from Google or location history directly from the account, the state still cannot determine who is in control over the device at the time. Look how funny right here she puts still in all caps underlined. Like that's going to make a difference to the judge. So funny. So any data obtained would be pure speculation as to or actual person's location. A phone is a small device that could be picked up by any person and transported by any person. The state has made no determination to the defense that any data turned over to the defense regarding Alex Cox is actually data from Alex Cox. Any person who knows your email address could purchase a phone and attach your email address to it. The defense requests this court preclude all evidence of phone data regarding Alex Cox in this trial for all of the reasons stated above. Okay, I don't know that that's going to work. Lori wrote that. Lori Daybell. Isn't that fun? I love the way that she underlines and capitalizes certain words. Like that's going to make some good, right? Yeah, she filed a lot of stuff this week. So yes, she's her own attorney. Yep. I know. Don't you love that? So let's see. She has, I think, 2 more. But we also have, so let me see. These are all out of order, so I'm going to try to find them in order again. Find what I... So the state responded, and so did the judge, to all of this. Okay. Okay, this is another one. Let me see. Yes, this is... Okay, stop. Yeah, this is going to be the 4th and hopefully the last trial in this whole saga. Okay, this one is her attempt to get the Jeep. Oh, yes. Okay, this is the one. She wants the Jeep to not be admissible. So, pursuant to 4th Amendment of the United States and Arizona Constitution, the defendant, Lori Daybell, so she sometimes acts like it's not her writing it, but anyway, requests this court suppress all evidence obtained as a result of illegal, unconstitutional, warrantless service of the Jeep Wrangler license plate, whatever, on or about, oh yeah, this is funny. This is a good one. Okay. On or about October 17th, 2024, approximately 7 months ago, Detective Ray Hermosillo of the Rexburg, Idaho Police Department. Now let's make sure. Okay. A state witness intended to testify in this trial was interviewed on a podcast entitled Facts Me That Podcast. Okay. During this 2-hour and 12-minute interview featuring Detective Hermosillo, the detective informs the public how he obtained the Jeep Wrangler on November 4th, 2019. Hermosillo indicates at about 5 minutes into that on Monday morning, November 4th, 2019, while driving home from the gym, he spots the Jeep in an apartment complex parking lot. He makes some phone calls and gets the Jeep impounded. He then gets on the phone with Arizona and states, I got your Jeep. Arizona says, hang tight. We have to get a warrant issued. Detective Hermosillo then states that Jeep sat in our custody a week and a half till they showed up. Conclusion. So after seizing the Jeep Wrangler without a warrant, Detective Hermosillo then took steps to obtain a warrant. The defense requests all evidence obtained as a result of this unconstitutional warrantless seizure in violation of the Fourth Amendment and suppressed, or be suppressed. A suppression hearing is requested. Wait, let's see. Some of this is out of... There's another one in that. Oh, let me check out. Oh, hello, Frazzled. What did you say? This will be the... Yep. Let's hope. Oh, okay, Queen. Thank you. Okay, let's see where else. She is just something else, right? And she has also asked for a... Oh, yeah, here's another one. Okay. This is all pertaining to the Brandon Boudreaux case. But she has also asked for a new trial and also for a dismissal from the Charles Vallow that she was convicted of. Now, this one is another motion to dismiss. Oh, for non-preservation of crucial evidence. The defendant, Lori Daybell, herself, requests this court dismiss the charge. Oh, just dismiss the charge altogether, I guess. Huh. Since the state of Arizona did not preserve the crucial evidence of the car door or the car window of the alleged victim, it is a violation of the 6th and 14th Amendment of the United States Constitution and... Oh, wow. I don't know what that says. Oh, defendant's right to due process and the right to a fair trial. The lack of preservation of this crucial evidence is prejudicial, I guess, to this defendant and to her defense team. Let's see. The defense has requested for the state of the actual door of the car that was allegedly shot and the window of the car door that shattered as a result of the alleged gunshot. Okay, so okay, I don't know, this is confusing. The defense was informed by the state that they do not have and did not preserve the car door or the window of the car door. Therefore, they are not available to the defense to do their own independent investigation of these two crucial pieces of evidence to this case. There are nothing but pictures of the car door and the car window. Therefore, the defense and its experts cannot measure or test anything about this alleged shooting. This is a violation of the state precluding the defense from doing an independent investigation of this case. This is a violation of the defendant's 6th and 14th constitutional right and calls for dismissal of this case. Wait. Okay, I only have 3. Okay, so that's 3 motions at this point. Okay, I'm just going to check. So, obviously, nobody's going for any of these things. The judge has denied all of that. And her request for a new trial for Charles Vallow trial that we just barely finished. So none of that is happening. She's been denied for all of these things. And hello, Jonathan. Hi. So everything is going to go on as scheduled. Like I said, the 30th is, so that's next Friday. The 30th is when they're supposed to start jury selection. I think next week the surveys will go out, and then they'll have people come in and ask, they'll have a lot of people weed it out with the surveys. So they're planning to start to have opening statements on June 2nd. That is what they believe is going to happen. So we will see. I guess they plan on getting the jury selection out pretty quick, which I think they will. In reality, when you think about it, we all know about all these cases, but most people don't. They really don't. And actually, it's true, because I was listening to JLR was talking about the Brian Kohlberger case yesterday, and he said, if they could find a jury for Puff Daddy, Sean Combs, whatever his name is, P. Diddy, whatever. I mean, everybody at least has heard of him. I bet you majority of people have not heard of Kohlberger or Lori Daybell. I know she thinks she's really, really famous, And a lot of people do know who she is, but not everybody by any means. They just don't. So I don't think it will be that hard, really, to find. I think they typically do manage to do that pretty quickly. Lori thinks it will not take long, and she thinks that it is going to be hard to find a non-biased jury. But again, as much as she thinks everybody knows who she is, they really don't. And they don't really care. So, and they did get a jury pretty quickly on her last trial. I think we're not gonna have trouble with that. So her stuff is all denied. And this is a thing. She wants to keep arguing about with the judge over her not being able to have her witnesses. First of all, he didn't say no to anybody particularly. He told her over and over that per Arizona law, you have to give the relevancy of a witness. And then it's up to the judge. And she would not do that. She kept saying, basically, in case, just to impeach another one of the state's witnesses. But in case doesn't really cut it. It doesn't really work that way. Hello, Snoops. How are you doing? So, she has all these things that, and most of it, she might have something to say somewhere, but she doesn't know how to say it. She thinks she's an attorney. She thinks she's really smart about this stuff, but she's not. And like the judge said, if any of your motions had any merit to them, they could be considered, but they just generally don't. Oh, thank you. Yeah. You're doing well. I'm good. I am really good. I am having a good weekend so far. A lot of stuff has happened in these trials this week. So I was really trying to catch up and see what all is going to happen. And in this situation, I don't think anything's going to change. Alec Murdaugh, I do think that probably have a new trial, but this one, I don't think anything's going to happen. She doesn't have any merit to all of her motions. She doesn't know what she's doing. She's not an attorney. And I don't know if you guys realize or notice this, but in the last trial, there were a lot of things that I thought she should have objected to, and she didn't. And then she didn't end up calling anybody. He left the door open to a lot of things. He didn't say absolutely no on most of it. You love seeing her face when he denied her all these motions. She thought she would go in there. Yeah. Mm-hmm. She doesn't like it because she thinks she's really cute. She can't believe the judge doesn't think she's cute, because this is what she does all the time. They have been, Snoops. They have been. Yeah. Just tons of stuff filed this week. It's been crazy. But yeah, she doesn't. That's why she asked him to recuse himself. And that's why she likes to deal with men most of the time. She believes that they all think she's cute. And this is what she's done her whole life, is my assumption. Women don't typically find her all that. I certainly don't. Even if she wasn't a serial killer, I don't think she's cute at all. I think she's irritating. And I mean, look at the stuff even Colby has said recently. Every time they moved, they literally threw everything away. Everything. Their furniture, TVs, they just threw everything away. And moved and bought all new stuff. And it's not like they moved, a little bit. They moved quite a lot. Can you imagine? Who does that? Like, just everything about her makes me crazy. This is not a person I would ever have cared to be around. No matter what. Even if, a lot of people thought she was really nice, but she is cringe. That's what I'm saying. That whole behavior of hers, I wouldn't care for that. Hi, neighbor. Yeah, shut up. Somebody's dead. What are you laughing about? It's just unbelievable, really. And I can't get over somebody throwing away literally. Colby said they would get like those big, what do they call them, like a drop-off trailer at their house where they just would throw everything in it to move. And he said people would be out there going through it, digging through there and taking it, which is a good thing. I'm glad. But that just tells you something about somebody. That, no big deal. We'll just throw it away and buy all new. That makes me really crazy. Right, Frazzle. Exactly. Yep. Yeah. If you weren't here, Life with Mommy's in the hospital. She had surgery and she broke her knee and something in her back. She's in the hospital right now, so she needs prayers. But no, Frazzle, you're right. The people that were around her, I personally hope that a whole lot of them are going to be charged. Some of these, I'm hoping that after this, some people could still possibly be charged. Did I get it right, Life with Mommy? Yeah, she slipped at home on water. It sounds horrible. And more, I was talking about this case yesterday, and I'm really still not understanding how in the world Melanie Boudreau has not been charged with anything. With this situation, especially with Brandon, obviously, I think she was to some degree involved in all of it. But where Brandon's concerned, 100%. Like, nobody even knew where he was living. He had just barely moved to that house. And very few people knew. She definitely knew because they shared custody of their kids. They were going through the divorce. But she was involved in that. There's no way around it. And it's going to be very irritating if she really just gets by with all of it. So this trial that starts next week with Lori Daybell, it's for the conspiracy to attempted murder on Brandon Boudreaux, who was her niece's husband. And Alex shot at him. He missed him just barely missed him. And it shattered the driver's side window. Now, her niece, who is now Melanie Pawlowski, she was involved in that. She had to have been. Everybody that died is because they got money, and that there was money coming from there. You don't know all the current. Oh, okay. Well, she was involved in that. And after that, if you guys recall, so from all these text messages and stuff, all of the communications between all these players, Brandon Boudreaux and Melanie Pawlowski's kids, some of them were considered dark. And you know, when Chad considered somebody dark, they died. And her own children were considered that. They went into hiding, Brandon and the kids. And they were caught. Melanie and Alex were caught lurking around his parents' home in Utah, wearing all black. I mean, there's every reason to assume that those kids were going to be harmed. So I don't see how Melanie Pawlowski gets out of this. I really don't. And it's not going to be okay if she does, because she is 100% involved in this. There's no way around it. It's very frustrating if that happens. And we did hear that Melanie Gibb and Zulema Pastemas were given some kind of immunity in Utah. I don't think here. I don't see in Arizona. I've not heard that. You're right, Life with Mommy. She is dirty. She is. I would venture to say, I mean, honestly, I think she had involvement in all of them to some degree. I think they all did, but her for sure. But I've never heard, and she even should have been charged with contempt of court in Utah or in Idaho. She's never been charged with a single thing as far as I know. And that's frustrating. Because that's a dangerous person. If you want to be involved with killing your own children. Hey, try me. So I guess that's something we just have to see what's going to happen afterwards. I think this trial will go pretty quickly. And I think they will be, I think she'll be convicted. And hopefully that's the end of trials with this whole saga. I hope so. But I would not mind one bit to find more people brought up on charges. I think it's justified. I think it's necessary. But I don't know that it's going to happen. So we've got let me see, I can move this one so I can still see. Yeah, it's a long weekend. Relaxing is a good thing, huh? We usually are out of town on this weekend, but not this time. So basically, what's happening with Bryan Kohberger, Ann Taylor is looking for a continuance. I'm not going to read all 40 pages, but continuance due to the substantial amount of trial investigation and preparation still outstanding, as well as recent and forthcoming publicity that is highly prejudicial to the defense. Any conviction and sentence resulting from a capital trial beginning in August 2025 will unconstitutionally impose and therefore vulnerable to reversal on direct or collateral review. So obviously she says they need more time, and she's using some of the Dateline information as part of her reasoning for this. I don't know. I've heard people, what I'm hearing people talk about this is that some people say for sure she will probably get it because it is a capital murder case. I personally don't see how, because they've changed the venue and there's a lot there for the victims, for the families. I think they're all coming from out of town. I'm pretty sure none of them live in Boise. Some of them don't even, I think, live in Idaho at all. So I would find it, I think at this point, because that's supposed to start in just a little over a month, probably a lot of people have already made, plans. They've made, maybe they've rented Airbnbs, or I don't know. I'm sure they've made travel plans, taken time off work, planned for this. So that's going to be really difficult for them. And I know that I understand the fact it's a capital murder case and you do have to give them every opportunity for a fair defense. But I feel like they've been given a lot in this case. They've been given a lot of money, pretty much a blank check to whatever experts they want, whatever they need to do. And, I think it's really late right now for her to ask for a continuance, I think, at this time. I think that's kind of crazy. He does have constitutional rights, but so do the rest of the people. Everybody else has rights to for justice and to get this taken care of. I mean, the families have rights also. Everybody does. I think, because they've now decided that they have somebody else that they are going to say did it, which sounds really crazy to me that this is the first we've heard of this. And so far, the only alibi he has is that he was stargazing. There's nobody who can collaborate that. So I find it really odd that now they have somebody else that they're trying to put it on. That doesn't make any sense. But of course, I don't know what they have. It's not my thing. So we'll have to wait and see what the judge says about that. At this point, it looks like, for now, I think, right, try me. I think it is going to get stupid. It is. Mm-hmm. It's very frustrating. That's just it. They've been given a lot. I think they've been given a lot. I mean, you think about the fact that, even in Delphi, Richard, oh my God, how have I forgotten his last name? I can't believe it. Wow, what was his name? That just happened. Oh my goodness. Richard Allen. Okay. Sorry, I had to find out. Cannot believe that. Oh, you guys had it in here. How did I forget that last name? Yeah. He was given no budget at all for his defense. None. The state didn't, I mean, you remember how that went. That was horrible. That situation was crazy. But Brian Kohlberger has been able to do whatever he wants. So I really can't believe that they'll just keep on accommodating them. And she's very frustrating about it, as far as I'm concerned. What? No, hold on. Wait, Jonathan. His warship flipped over. I did not. What? I bet he's. Oh my God. He's something else, that guy. Oh, here we go. It capsized. Well, what's funny is carelessness, it says. Wow, that's wild. When did this happen? Let me see. Okay. Dream of modernizing his country's outdated naval fleet suffered a major setback after much touted warship crashed into the water after a botched exit from the dock. Wow. How wild is that? Into the Kohlberger, try me, is that what you mean? Yeah, I know. No, they don't. That's wild. Oh, I guess that happened Wednesday. I didn't see it. I hadn't heard about it. There's been so much happening right now. Yeah, try me. I totally covered the Idaho case in the very beginning, but there's been so much just going on with, and so much of those hearings are just a lot of nonsense that I don't typically just have, anything major that's happened. A lot of stuff we've covered, but I'm not trying to talk about it every day. I've kept up on it to some degree, but not anything. A lot of this stuff, for me, in my opinion, sometimes people beat a dead horse with some of this stuff. I mean, think about it. There are people literally several people, in fact, a lot of people are talking about Sebastian Rogers every single day. And there has rarely been anything new come out about that. I understand keeping attention on stuff, but I'm just not trying to talk something into ridiculousness. I'm just not trying to act like there's breaking news every day about everything. That is funny about. That's what I always say about him having nukes. I'm not worried about. He's crazy. You got to worry about somebody like him because he's a nut job. But honestly, they're not able to do much of anything, I don't think. They're broke. They don't have any money. They don't have, it's a fucking mess over there. Poor people. I feel sorry for the people there. Big time. But I'm not really afraid of what he can do. I think everything he tries to do is just doesn't work out well, just like this, I think. So I don't know. Crazy stuff. All these people killing people. It's Oh, I wanted to show you guys something really quick. I think you would love it. I gotta look for it. If we check on Gosh, there was that plane crash. This week has been nuts, huh? A lot of stuff. We can check on the birds real quick. And then I'll show you guys. Top Hat sent me a really cool video the other day. I want to show you guys. Sunny is really trying. You've been watching the feed. Have you? I know. Me too. Top Hat sent me. I've got to find it though. Hold on. Let's see. Oh, what is this called? I know. Don't you love that? Okay, yeah. Hold on, let me see. Okay, so this is this was in May of 22. And so, you know, Spirit is one of Jackie and Shadow's babies. This was in 22. Spirit's first flight. So this was 3 years ago. Look at her, all scared. There he goes. This is a look at. Oh my gosh. In slow-mo now. Isn't that awesome? Now, Spirit came back around right before these babies hatched. Isn't it? I know. I know, Kentucky. I know, it's scary, huh? So scary. Wow. Isn't that wild? That's what those guys are going to do soon. It seems like, have you guys noticed lately what they call it when they're on the outside of the baby gate area and they're on that one branch? They say they're out like on a porch, how they've been describing it. But Sunny just stands out there with Jackie a lot lately. Not right now. She's not. Where is he? I think I've decided it's a he. Gizmo's laying down most of the time, but she flaps around a little bit too. I still think Sunny's going to go first. I just love watching them. It's so windy there. Let's see the other angle. Hey, freaking. How are you? Did you just see we watched no, you're fine. We went over all the case stuff. We're good. We're really good. We went over the case stuff that's been going on this week. And we were just checking on the birds. No, you're good. Life with mommy's in the hospital. So she needs prayers. She broke her knee and some part of her back. So she's in a lot of pain. I know. It's scary, right? Yeah, she had surgery. Oh, life with mommy. Try me. I know. She slipped and fell. She had surgery yesterday. Yeah, life with mommy. Where? What about the kids? I know. It hurts thinking about it. Remember, I showed you guys that video the other day of that woman falling out of the monster truck. Okay, good. Your brother-in-law and your son and daughter-in-law. Good. I know, right? Freaking. Yeah, that's really good. You have some help for sure. I mean, wow, what would you do? Be really difficult. Oh my God, you guys, did anybody notice they had a squirrel up there the other day? Yikes. I couldn't watch it. Yeah, for sure. I bet. Yeah, this is going to be a long recovery. I I would think. Oh yeah, they did. They brought it up there to eat it. I get it, but some of it's hard for me. It's hard for me to watch them eat birds. I don't know. I'm good with the fish, but other stuff is hard for me to watch. I just can't. Ugh. Right. Right. Yes, that's going to be a long recovery. Both those things. Yeah. Hey, Queen. Good news is kids are soon. Right, and some of them already are. Oh, it's got to be life with mommy. I can't imagine. Absolutely. You always forgot Queen. What do you mean? Yeah, Snoops, that's what I think too. This is like, this is so nice, especially like when we're watching really hard trials and we're hearing some very disturbing things that have happened. It's just so nice to watch. You love those and have, oh, wait. Yeah, we did watch some of the, we were watching some hummingbirds. One of them, let me see if I can find it because there were two eggs. One hatched and then that one flew off and there was still an egg, but I haven't checked on it for a little bit. Oh, the Miami Preserve has some new ones too. Let me see. I don't know if that last one. Oh God. Freaking, you're too funny. Oh, and look, yeah, there's still, this egg is still there. That's so funny. What the hell? I had it backward. What in the world does that mean? Yeah, I have watched all kinds of these. I should, you know what? I remember I was telling you guys recently about this, these swans. Oh my God, adorable. So yeah, there's still, I just backed this up a little bit and I could see one egg. Let me see if we can find it again. Wait, where was it? Oh, really? Wow. Okay, good. I'm like, I don't know what I'm missing about that. So one of these hatched and flew away like, oh, I want to say a week ago or so. I could only see one other egg, but there's two now. I do too. I love your humor. Your humor, I do for sure. Let me see if I can find. Oh my god. What? Okay, that's not what I was looking for. Oh, yeah, I like it. I like it a lot. I like it a lot. What was this? Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh. Okay, hold on. You guys got to see this. Oh yeah, I saw that one once. Freaking. I know. We have a few that come here that hang around. I have feeders outside. I should get some video of them. But yeah, when I'm out there sometimes they're just flying by it. And it's almost like a bee or something. They've startled me where I just almost accidentally just hit at them. Look at this. I know. I just saw, I don't know. Stuff pops up because I watch these birds. So I was up late one night and all of a sudden I saw this video of these, the swans, and I got all infatuated watching them for the longest time. They, whole bunch of babies, they all got in the water and went. They were the cutest things, little teeny tiny things. Oh my God, I couldn't believe it. And I was looking for that one right now and I couldn't find it. But check this out. This looks cool.
It's been incredible watching some of the cygnets hatch from here.
Look at this. Oh my God.
I've got a really special hide just round the corner where I can film into the heart of the nest using this pair of legs. So I'm actually inside the nest now, and the female swan is just a couple of inches off the end of the lens.
Oh my God.
And I can see some of the cygnets up there.
Oh my God.
That's absolutely incredible.
I know.
Look at this one, it's still wet. It's only just hatched.
Oh my God.
This is absolutely amazing.
Look at how fuzzy they are. Oh my God.
While the female waits for the others to hatch, she keeps turning the eggs and she's keeping them warm. When all the eggs are hatched, they'll take all the cygnets out for their first swim. The most confident go first,
Look at this. Look
and the
at
shy
this.
ones are staying put.
Oh my God.
The female's not gone far, and she'll soon be back
Oh
to
wait,
them.
what? Big Bit George.
And try again later.
Wow, that was awesome. Let's see what else we can find. Oh. Oh, wow. Where is the owl's nest that you look at? I'm seeing a few here, but oh goodness. Oh, that's so funny. Every cat needs to be named Sebastian. I've not heard of that. I don't see anything in this one. Would you? Okay, let me see. Oh, okay. Thanks. Okay, I see it. Oh my God, no. No, I've never watched. Wow. Oh my God. Wow. Thank you. Oh my God. When Rosie, I'm lost. Oh wow, look at. We have owls around here.
What was the question?
We have owls around here.
Oh, yeah. Seen them in the neighborhood.
Yeah, we've seen them in our old neighborhood also. Yeah, that is very pretty. The ones around here don't look like this. Look at this one, babe. Look at this one.
Are you still on video, baby?
Yeah,
Oh, okay. Look at that's pretty.
right?
Very pretty. The dark color.
Oh wow. I've never heard of a jumping spider. Oh my. Do they actually jump? The ones around here are real light, like brown and whitish, I think. They're really big. I don't, they make me nervous for the dogs. Coyotes and owls around here, hawks are scary for chihuahuas. Oh, that's weird. There is everything, huh? It's crazy. Rehousing them. This is hilarious. Yeah, they'll do that here too. Yeah, they will. Everybody here has a big wall too. 10 foot. Babe, walls are 10 foot. What are the 8 foot? 6?
Oh, here, right? There's 6.
Okay.
If I can tiptoe and see over.
Okay. Yeah, coyotes get into the yards around here too. Really? There's baby owls in here? Do you see them? Oh my gosh. Oh, look at, let me back it up and see. Wow. Okay, let's see if we can see something. It seems like it goes right away. Hey, Jerry. Have you ever heard of 390? I don't, oh, okay, let me see. It acts like you can see that, but you can't. This is a weird timestamp, though, on live. Jerry, have you heard of Mexican jumping spiders? There's all kinds of shit on here to look at. What is 390? 845. Wow. Well, okay, let me see. Oh, look. Oh my God. Wow. So hideous. What do you mean? Wow. I guess that's bigger than it appears, because that looks kind of small-ish. I didn't think there were babies in there. It's just a tree trunk nest. Wow. What the heck? Oh my goodness. Look at that. You just noticed that, Happy? Yeah, that's her name. That's what she wants to be. No, I don't know. It's not dead. It's a baby owl. Is it dead? I'm not going to watch dead ones. I can't handle that shit. Not like some of these crazy people in here that like meanness. I don't like meanness. Oh my God. I heard something about that before the trial. Like soon, I think. You had a screech owl a couple weeks ago. Oh my God. Oh gosh. Ooh. That would scare me. I get scared when I see them. I don't see them a lot, but really. Oh my God. 3 a.m. especially. It's 81 degrees. It's 99 degrees here, I think, is what I'm seeing. Yeah, at 99, that's not bad. Oh, there is 2. Look at. Oh, look at them. It is cuter, yeah. Yeah, I wonder if it's on. Oh, really, Frazzled? That's nice weather, though. Well, I mean, not raining, but 72 is good. Yeah, I wonder about that book. If it's going to be on Audible. Yeah. Um, do. Nice. Right, right. Just rain, not all the. I hear you. Oh, wow. When does it come out? Oh, let's see. It looks like I can get it on Audible, Jerry. Hold on, I think I can. You're planning to grill out Monday? Okay, it's coming out July 14th. Oh, ribs sound good. Yeah, I should do that. I wish it was coming out sooner. But that's before the trial is even supposed to happen. Um, are you again, Jerry? You know what? Are you taking liquid IV? You need to do that. Oh my gosh. Woohoo! Okay, let's see. Okay, let's see real quick. Okay, we are good. Look at that. We got it. All set. I can't see it good. Based on hundreds of exclusive interviews. Oh my gosh. Definitive account of the murders, 4 unforgettable college students by a cold-blooded killer. Yep. So we will be listening to that as soon as it comes out. How weird it's called Idaho 4. Right? We're going to have to do it in one thing. I know you are, but you're going to have to get... Wait. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Sorry. Ten and a half. Oh, did it say that? I didn't see it. Okay, we need to do it all at once, so that's gonna be awesome. Oh, it's gonna be scary though. James, how did I miss it? I don't know what the fuck is wrong with me. Right, Frazzle, it is. We're going to have to plan something big for that. It's going to be a big event. Oh, you have the liquid IV packs from COVID. Oh, right. It helps. It helps a lot. I don't know what you mean, though, Happy. I missed something. Oh, if you don't have any hydration mixes, you can add salt. You're so funny, freaking. You cracked me up. Oh, wow. You're so funny. Jerry, have you been watching the Eagles? Jerry, yeah, you know what? It does look like there's going to be a retrial for Alex Murdaugh. It looks like they're going to have to, based on the shit that Becky Hill pulled. Most people, that's what most people think. She was up to a lot of shit. Yeah. Yeah. She is going to go to jail. I'm pretty sure she's going to go to jail. Perjury, obstruction of justice. She's got a lot of things. And not only that, misuse of funds. She was up to some stuff, you guys. It really sucks. Yeah. I don't, it's so irritating. I don't know how to feel about all these things. I really don't. Because I mean, in all reality, she's wrong, and what she did was wrong. I think he'll be found guilty again. But the thing is, he's going to spend the rest of his life in prison, no matter what, for his financial crimes. And that he has pled guilty to. I know, Frazzle. And I was thinking about that too. I was like, gosh, I hope not. But the more with her, and I've been listening to a lot of different opinions from people, most people feel that they will have to, based on, she perjured herself on this stuff. She perjured herself on releasing information to the media that she wasn't supposed to. So remember, you guys, during the trial, they wouldn't show us pictures that they were showing the jury at the time. Even though it was streamed, the trial, we couldn't see the photos that they were sharing, but we could see them later. Remember that? Because after a while, it got to where we would kind of look at those during recesses and lunchtime and stuff like that. Yeah, remember? Well, there were some that were not supposed to be released ever. And I heard somebody, an interview the other day, and they said she sat there on the stand and said she didn't do that. And at that point last week, they're talking about it. The shit was still up on a server right then and there. It was still up there. She was putting all this shit out. She was doing all this stuff, trying to be some kind of rock star during this whole thing, which she kind of was. Everybody liked her until I found out all the shit she was up to. She did lie. She lied about, she definitely perjured herself on what she released to the media. I know. That's what I'm saying. It's so annoying. Like, I mean, I'm glad she's at least been charged. But really, can somebody slap the shit out of her, please? Come on. That was a long trial. That was so, oh my God. My understanding, she could get 5 to 10 years. But there was also money. There was money that I should play it because I don't know how to. She does. This is so. Oh, it makes me so mad. Right. Freaking, that's exactly right. So there was misappropriations of funds, and it somehow went to her. I need to show you guys this stuff because, oh, that woman makes me so mad. God. Imagine, that was a long trial. Yeah, she was in the bathroom, I think. Well, she was giving rides to the jurors, right? Yeah, what they're saying is appropriation. Yeah. Oh my God, Jerry, you make me laugh so hard. Oh, that's so funny. Oh, Lord. Oh, God, that makes me. Holy shit. Oh, that was good. Oh, you definitely know how to get my funny bone, that's for sure. Oh, I love that. Oh, Lord. Yeah, so let me see. Okay, this right here, Fitz News has really good stuff on this. They have a lot of good stuff for South Carolina, period. They do good. Okay, this one, they tell a lot about what she's up to. She was up to some shit. Okay, Freakin', thanks so much. I loved it. I love your sharing. I love it very much. This is called Becky Hill Busted. Yep. Yeah, have a good night, a good weekend. I don't see you again.
Years after these savage slayings shocked the nation, another arrest has been made. Only this time, the individual in hot water is one of the ones responsible for administering justice in that case. Also, the voice of an accused killer. We're going to take you in depth on a second interview with Brandon Barnes, who stands accused of murdering his late wife, Jessica Barnes, in Pendleton, South Carolina. I'm Will Folks, the owner and founding editor of FitzNews.com. We've got a big episode of the Week in Review coming at you now. All right, so it is an honor to have back on the set this week one of our favorite attorneys here in South Carolina, Lauren Taylor from Lauren Taylor Law. And for those of you who are new to Fitz News coverage of the Murdaugh saga, Lauren was absolutely indispensable last January during the big evidentiary hearing, which really has set the stage for a lot of what we're going to talk about today as we deal with the recent arrest of Becky Hill, the former clerk of Colleton County, who was responsible allegedly for tampering with the jury that found Alec Murdaugh guilty of the murder of his wife and son back in the summer of 2021.
Mags and Paul.
Lauren, I got to ask you, when we were breaking down this case last January and you went through all of those court rulings that were so central to the notion of jury tampering and which standard would be used and how the court might interpret the arguments that were made, obviously Alec Murdaugh came up short on his first bid for a new trial. But as we look at the developments now with Becky Hill and her arrest, I got to ask you, let's start with this baseline question before we dive into all the details. Is Alec Murdaugh going to get a new trial? Are you at 50% yes, 75% yes? Are you all the way 100% at this point?
You know, that's the question that if I had a lottery ticket and I knew the answer, I'd be a very wealthy woman. I think it's still developing, but I definitely think the chances have gone up substantially since yesterday's developments. While they are loosely related to the Murdaugh murder trial, they're not all related to that. So I think that's an important distinction. So right now, Ms. Hill is looking at, I believe, a total of 4 charges, one of which is the perjury charge, which actually stemmed from that January hearing last year where Justice Toll asked her if she had made sealed evidence available to any members of the press. On the record, she answered no. That was then found to be untrue based on some evidence that had been made part of the record a year before. The next charge is obstruction of justice. There's several elements to that charge. Some are common law. Basically, it can amount to several things and what she's doing within the scope of her duties as the clerk of court. So obviously writing a book and profiting off of it and using, knowledge or information that she might not have otherwise had, minus her position as being the clerk of court. That's something that could be seen as obstructing justice. And then there's the other 2 charges, which are a little bit more alarming, I think, to those of us who were really solely focused on Ms. Hill under the Murdaugh scope. These relate to mismanagement and misfeasance of public funding. So there were some federal grants that were awarded to Colleton County specifically, and it appears from the context of the warrants that were released yesterday that they're alleging that Ms. Hill, I believe it was like $9,800 for one of them that she personally benefited from. And then there was another $2,000 transaction that was cut for her personally, Becky Hill, from the clerk of court's active account. So I think, we're obviously hearing statements from all of the attorneys that were on the first case and some attorneys that are representing the jurors that are involved here. My biggest red flag with all of this, and I think, I've made my opinions clear that I thought there was enough back in January of last year to warrant a second trial. But when you're looking at someone who has the power that a clerk of court does, now a lot of us have only been exposed to her in this sense of a murder trial. She has so many more duties that are unrelated to trying murder cases. There are family court cases that go through the clerk of court's office. There's child support obligations, DSS hearings, criminal cases, bond cases, passports. There's a lot of money that goes through that office, and there's a lot of responsibility that's put on that elected official. So
just think about it. I wonder how many, what has she been up to? I think in this case, for sure, the book, that kind of stuff, she really wanted to capitalize on the high profile of that trial. But it sounds like she's been up to some fuck shit. No, she shouldn't have, because that's what started all this, I think. Well, but then, you know, the jurors said, I think some of them, didn't she give them rides home and shit? Yeah. Can you believe this shit? Money and everything. I mean, who knows what all, like she said, a lot of cases she's involved in. And that's her type.
So if she is tampering with that, and these warrants list passport offices, you know, things like that, my argument is going to be this woman has been using her position of power, an elected position at that, to have her way with this small town courthouse. And if that's the case, my biggest concern isn't how she answered Judge Toll's questions back in January of last year. It comes back to the egg juror. So if she is, you know, getting her hands in all of these pots and, you know, creating these issues from the beginning, even before Murdaugh case was happening, then what's to stop her from, you know, tampering with a potential juror on the day that deliberation is about to start because she has some feeling that that juror may or may not vote in the way that she wants them to. And I think the Supreme Court is going to have to really look at that. And I believe Joe McCullough is the one that is representing the egg juror. So that's going to be, you know, at least an argument that if I was Dick, I would be bringing that up. You know, it's a difference if the juror had never been excused and we call all those jurors back in and they all give that same testimony minus Jersey, I believe, that did say, you know, I was impacted by Ms. Hill's statements to me. So if we take all that in and all those jurors still, you know, render that verdict of saying, no, it was harmless contact, I was not.
Remember the egg juror? Remember that? Yeah, the egg lady. How funny. Remember that? She was bringing everybody eggs. Oh, Lord. Oh, my Lanta. Oh, a whole nother word you think is like a word that Lori would come up with. I was going to Google it. Oh, that's too funny. I cannot. Oh, my.
Not affected. It did not sway my verdict. That's irrelevant when we now add in the fact that there was one person who was sat on that jury, questioned by the judge, selected by the defense and the prosecution, and but for Ms. Hill, possibly was not allowed to enter that jury room and render a verdict.
Well, you mentioned the egg juror a moment ago, and specifically that theory that she had been targeted because she was a holdout, because she wouldn't secretly tell the clerk of court that she was a guilty vote. That's exactly what she's alleged in her book, Myra Crosby, the egg juror. In fact, she specifically claimed that there was a broader conspiracy to target her because they had basically sussed out that she was undecided. And so the fact that there are potential jury rigging allegations here, in addition to the jury tampering, which was documented in that hearing. But Lauren, let me ask you this question. Are you surprised that in these 4 charges against Becky Hill, there's nothing related to jury tampering?
I think it's a delicate question because we only had one juror that answered, in the affirmative that the statement, well, I think there was one other one that did say the statement was made, but she answered that it did not affect her verdict. So in that sense, there might just be a little bit more digging to do. Also, keep in mind that if you're the state and you're arguing to the Supreme Court that this was a fair trial, this was harmless contact, there's absolutely no need to put the state and the taxpayers through the need to retry this case, you're not going to want to roll out charges of jury tampering against your clerk of court, because it kind of cuts your nose off to spite your face a little bit when you're saying, hey, everything was great. We're not even charging her for any of this harmless contact, which I think is the crux that Judge Toll leaned on, during her determination.
Yeah, but see, I think with her releasing sealed information, I mean, I think it's not good. I don't think it looks good. And so she thinks it, and then hold on. There is wait. Shoot. Let me see. I think it might happen. It makes me really mad.
Arrest very recently. I want to ask you, and I've spoken with a bunch of folks about this in the last few weeks, but your perspective, I really want to get. Where are you on Alec Murdaugh's chances for a new trial? Do you think this is a done deal at this point? Do you think it's still an uphill climb? Do you think the guy gets a new trial, and why or why not?
Well, I listened to your interview with Dick Harpootlian recently, and he was very bullish on the odds. But spoiler, Dick is very bullish on what he thinks is going to happen as long as it favors what he wants to happen. But no, I tend to agree that the odds of a new trial on the homicides is so much higher than a year ago, or even in the wake of the evidentiary hearing in January 2024, when Becky Hill was on the stand and talking about the jury tampering allegations. So I think part of that is just we know a lot more than we knew then about Becky's credibility, unfortunately. And then we also, I say unfortunately because she was a person that I came to really
Both
like.
of us.
And
All of us.
everybody. I remember I think it was Dick Harpootlian who stood up and said, point of personal privilege, I just want to praise Becky, who's the best clerk of court in the state. And Creighton's popped up that day, and I want to praise Becky. And
AG called her Becky Boo.
she was the principal of the little elementary school that we were living in for 6 weeks, and she ran a good courtroom, and we relied on her. The jury relied on her. So that's why I say, unfortunately, we found out things about her credibility when these warrants came out a couple weeks ago. I think that, but then also the change in the Supreme Court. Mm-hmm. That is a significant change in terms of potential favorability to Alec Murdaugh's argument that he deserves a new trial.
See? Hey, Mama. You hear this? It looks like Dick's going to get a new trial. What do you think about that? This lady's been a total shit bag. I know, right? It's so gross. She was taking money. She's doing all kinds of shit. And it seems like everybody feels that he's gonna get a new trial. Do you remember the egg drawer? I don't think he's ever been able to pay his attorneys. I don't know how that's working out. I don't know. Maybe the family is. I don't know. That's had to have. I feel like maybe they're doing it pro bono. I don't know. I don't know. How is she going to pay back? You know what? That's a thing. All the money that taxpayers are going to be spending, you yourself. I know. That's the thing, Mama. That's what makes it really suck. Because we do know he's guilty, but she fucked that up. She did fuck it up. So I totally can see she was releasing sealed information to the press. She committed perjury. I don't know. See, everybody seems to think I don't even think she made money on that book, honestly. I mean, I don't know. I have no idea. The last time we heard anything about it, it wasn't real popular. There's that. And then there's that. Oh, look at this. Jerry, you missed this earlier. So she wrote that book with somebody else. Remember? That was a real odd thing that went on too. remember, she met somebody that was there in the gallery. She got all chummy with all kinds of different people, right? And so she met somebody there who's, I think that person's husband ended up writing the book with her, or somebody related to that woman that she met there in the gallery. But she definitely was chumming herself up with all kinds of people, jurors, all kinds of people. But, you know, I think that's kind of the way she's acted there all the time. Like they said, like she just ran that court, you know, any way she wanted to. Taking money and shit. I mean, come on. She is going to go to jail. I know she's going to go to jail. There's going to be money that she's going to have to, they'll have some kind of money that she has to pay, not near as much as she should for causing all this ruckus. But I still really want someone to slap the shit out of her. Maybe that'll happen in jail. Because she makes me really pissed off. Can it be me? Well, you're closer to her than anybody else. So I say, yeah. In jail right now, they didn't. Oh, we were talking about Becky Hill again. We're and the egg juror. I wanted Jerry and Mama to see this. Look at this, you guys. When Spirit fledged. She was stealing. She was doing all kinds of shit. She has to go to jail. She has to go to jail, and she has to have her ass slapped. Yeah, this is so cool. This is what these babies are going to do. Okay, this was 3 years ago. Isn't it? This is from the camera too. Look, oh my God. I know. It's not even goofy at all. Isn't that crazy? Oh my gosh. If he's giggling. Well, I don't know. Oh, wow. What is this? I know I'm so nervous, though, Mama. I'm nervous as hell. But Sunny is just dying. Look at how Sunny is constantly out there on the porch with Jackie. I don't know if you've noticed lately, all the time. Oh, now which one is out there? Oh my gosh. I'm assuming this is Gizmo up here. Recently, I've thought so too. They really get to flapping a lot. And didn't Sunny fly over to another branch this week? They are. I know. Crazy. I can't tell them apart anymore. Right? They're pretty much the same size. So that is Sunny out there outside the baby gate with Jackie. Right? I don't. He's always looking down. He really wants to go. But he has a healthy fear, and I'm glad. As I do too. Oh, guess what, Mama? We pre-ordered the Patterson's Idaho 4 book. It's all done. As soon as it comes out, July 14th on Rumble, we're all over it. Oh. Oh my gosh. That's fun though. Oh, I'm glad you did that. That's cool. Yeah, we're going to listen that day. Because a lot of people think they're going to get a continuance in that case too. I think they've been given a lot in that case. But being a capital murder case, I think a lot of people think they'll get it. You got started. Yep, you got started right away. That's awesome. Yeah, here too, the kids got out this week. We're going to be hitting the pool soon. I love that face right in the camera. It's so pretty. Mama, we were looking at baby owls earlier. You weren't here the other night. We watched. We went to Monster Truck. We took Jack last weekend, and some woman fell out of a back of a truck. I took video of her getting the ambulance, all this stuff. But then we found it on TikTok. I played the video. They were giving little rides in the back of the trucks. I don't really see that she was hurt that bad, but apparently she was. I know. I had a violation. I had so many violations on that video. Oh my God. Took me forever to edit all the shit out of that. He liked it a lot. At first, when we put the earmuffs on him, he didn't want those on. But when it got so loud, then he understood what that was about. He wanted them on. It was really loud. It was really loud for me. But it was fun. Yeah, when we first walked in, this woman just laying in the middle of the arena. I was like, what the hell is this? And they told us that she fell out and just laid there. I was like, well, she should just get up probably. But I guess she was hurt. So my daughter-in-law found a TikTok video of it actually showing her falling out. I like monster trucks. We used to go all the time. Do you think Karen Reed? Oh my God. You know what, Snoops? That's wild. You know, I really didn't. I'm kind of sorry that I didn't start paying attention to that from the beginning. I'm not even really sure why I didn't. And what's crazy, like that's where, Mr. Snotty's from that area. And I'm like, I probably should have paid attention and gone there. But I think that's what I have felt all along too. I felt like she probably did do it, but I don't think she meant to. That's what I thought in the beginning. And I'm still unsure whether she actually did it or not. But the last trial, I haven't watched any of this one. I didn't really watch any of the last one, but my daughter watched it, and she said she was very well. She said she didn't know if she did it or not, but that they acted very questionable, the police, and I think they did. I'm not even sure what she's charged with, actually. I can't either, Snoops. I can't settle on it. Hey, Queen. I really can't settle on it either. I just can't get my head around how I feel. They actually have acted, from what I understand, there has been some definite shit that they've been up to. The police and prosecution. And I know it doesn't really matter. I don't think she's likable. I don't like her. I just don't care for her. And I don't know how much it's helped her, this Turtle Boy shit. I think it's just been a lot of craziness. You think it's manslaughter? I was going to say, I don't think it's murder, right? I'm not even sure, though. I really don't even like to look at her. She bugs me. She bugs me really bad. Yeah, no, I think so. I think you're right, Sue. I do. And I think that they definitely did some shit. They did. Well, she has MS. What? Well, that's not what I don't like about her. Oh my God. See, they lied. They've done some very shady shit for sure. That's come out. Oh, so her face oh, okay, I see what you're saying, Jerry. I'm like, well, I'm not me. I didn't know she had anything wrong with her. I don't like her attitude. I don't think that I think she's not a likable person. Now, that doesn't mean that she's guilty. It just made me not want. It all got too messy. The Turtle Boy thing got so stupid. Okay, so you think that's what it is? Because there's some, I can see how she's not likable for sure. But I don't know. I can't tell how I really feel. It's weird. I'm with you though, Snoops. I can't settle on anything for sure with that. I don't know. They definitely did some bad, shady stuff. And where are we with that, Kate? I have no idea where anything's even at with that. Yeah, I don't like her personality one bit. Right. Yeah, I think it's going to be really hard to tell what actually happened. There's been a lot of fibbing that went on with the prosecution and the police. That they've been caught in lies and shit. They have. Oh, I'm good, thank you. I know, I don't. It's wild. And you know, it's crazy how fast they retried her, right? They're pretty hell-bent on it. Right, right, right. That's what I'm saying. That's kind of what my feeling has been, that everybody was drinking, not just her. So, you know, all the talk about her drinking, I get it. They all were. But so I think they probably all did some things they shouldn't have done. And so everybody's kind of lying about something, whether it means they lied about what actually happened to him or I don't know. You're always curious how I feel. Oh, thank you. I definitely have my thoughts about a lot of this stuff. And that one is just something I couldn't pay attention to it. I was surprised my daughter did. I think she got all involved in it she works for the school, so she got involved in it. I want to say it was like spring break or something. She got all involved in it. So I learned more from her probably than anywhere. Yeah, I think it did. I think so. And I think it made them all do something they shouldn't have done. And what else happened? Like I watched The Lawyer, you know, the other day. I happened to catch, I don't usually watch him during this Karen Read stuff because I haven't paid enough attention to it. But it ended up coming on and I listened to some of it. And there was clearly like, they were talking about somebody who had said, you know, he knew nothing. He was there, but he passed out and slept through all this stuff or whatever. But yet there was video of him actually being at the police department in the middle of the night. So like, what the hell is that about? They've been caught lying for sure. They were all, exactly, they were. Yep. Yep. Yeah, I feel the same way. Same with me. And I think there's been a lot with even the prosecution and the judge. It's been a lot. But then on the other side, there's a lot with that Turtle Boy nonsense. Exactly. That's just it, Jerry. Right. And they all were. The one thing I haven't heard is that a damn one of them took Uber over there. That didn't happen. Right. And then they interviewed people at their homes and just shady as shit. Okay, so what I was going to say, so the guy that supposedly was asleep or whatever, and then they have video of him actually going down to the police station at like 3:00 in the morning. That's the guy that apparently, supposedly, she was talking to. Like, not cheating, but they were talking. So that's where that talk about the animosity of that guy, right? I don't know. It's really sad. I mean, the guy was taking care of his sister's kids. That's really sad. Can you imagine their parents died and then he died? It's a lot of shit. I do listen to her. I do. I haven't listened to her talk about this. What does she think? Hold on, I gotta let these babies out. Okay, come on. No, you're fine. We're just chatting now. No, we're just chatting. I like Annie Elise. I just haven't listened to what have you been paying attention to it, Happy? I can't say for sure. I haven't listened to enough of it. My daughter definitely thinks that she wouldn't be able to vote guilty either. But that was the last trial. I don't know. Okay. Wow. Oh, wow. I didn't know that. It is. I think it's really blurred. I think it's very, yeah. You know what? For me, it was, she doesn't, I don't, she's not likable to me at all. And then the Turtle Boy shit I thought was completely insane. But that doesn't make her guilty. I know, Jerry, and fast too. Look how that they were right on top of. Like, they're not giving that shit up. I think it is, and I think you're right, Jerry. I think it is. I think, look at, hey, not one of you people acted like responsible adults. Damn sure not police officers. Like I said, the one thing I have not heard is that anybody was driven anywhere, that there was a designated driver involved at all. Oh, really? See, yeah, that's another thing. Wow. Right, because once you actually go somewhere and see, it always is different than what you get from the video. Wow. Well, I always kind of thought that too. Right, Mama? They did. That much I think is for sure. They all acted irresponsible. Right. I don't feel like anybody did it on purpose, but maybe, I don't know. I have no idea. Right. Well, everybody was drunk. The one for sure, the cops were involved in lying and trying to definitely have been caught trying to put it on her. Yeah, I never thought that she did it on purpose, even if it was her. I actually always kind of thought it was her and that she didn't even realize she did it or something. That's what I thought in the beginning. But the cops have lied a lot. And I think that that's what blows my mind. All the shit they've been caught pulling, that they retried her again like fast. But then she acts like a stuck-up bitch. That attorney, her attorney, who did I just... Oh my God, you guys, I gotta show you something. Oh my God. Yep. That's the thing. I think it was an accident, but all of this shit has brought out a lot of shit on a lot of people. A lot of covering up for stuff that probably wasn't, that none of it was murder, but they've tried to cover shit up and they've really made a bad situation worse on a lot of people. Yep. Yeah, you're right, Happy. But there's more than that. They lied. They were caught lying. Okay with that. Right. They did. Right. Yeah, some super sketchy shit went on with that. Mm-hmm. Right. Yeah, I think 100% reasonable doubt. Yep. Did you get some more medicine, Life with Mommy? %100 reasonable doubt, I think. Yep. Yep. All day long, for sure. Good for you. Good. I'm glad. Oh, I watched something yesterday. You guys blew my mind. I saw something. I got to figure out a way to show you because I got to show you in a way that I'm allowed to show you because I'm not allowed. That made a lot of sense, huh? Right. See, they overcharged it, I think, in the beginning. And what they didn't have on her, they made up and lied about whatever they did. And whatever they did might not have been anything to do with the crime, but they covered up shit that they shouldn't have done. Clearly, they've done that. Well, Snoop, the thing is, supposedly, so the one cop that they end up having video of being somewhere he said he was not, was supposedly talking to Karen. They were texting each other. Not actually cheating, but trying to cheat, kind of thing. I don't know, Kentucky woman. I don't know. That's what I'm saying. If she did, I don't think. If she did, I do not believe she did on purpose. Hold on, I gotta make this go side. I gotta just show you guys a screenshot of something that is gonna blow your mind. Right. Yep. Was it him or was it her? See, because she was talking to, I don't know, it was either a cop or an FBI agent or something that she was talking to. And that's a guy they clearly caught lying. I think they might both have been. Wait, is this just playing it? Damn it. Okay, I just. Shoot. Do you guys remember that shit. Yeah, I haven't followed it. I'm going by the little bits I've heard here and there, and by. Shit. I'm not going to be able to find it. Okay, so I can't show you guys, but yes, that's what exactly. I think that's what I think too, Jerry. Yep. I think that nobody behaved responsible that night, himself included, and something really bad happened. But I don't think that anybody there wanted that to happen. I don't think that. I know. I can't settle on anything that I think about it. Hey, pallets. Okay, so does anybody remember the name of the I think it's Los Angeles mayor? Remember, she was really big with the whole fire situation that happened. Babe, do you remember who I'm talking about?
No.
That Los Angeles mayor.
Oh,
Remember, she was over in Africa whenever. Okay, what's her name?
Let me find out.
Oh, I should just look it up.
Do it real quick. Karen Bass.
Karen Bass, right. Okay. You guys remember that woman?
Remember that?
Yeah. Karen Bass. Well, yesterday I was at my niece's house and we watched the trailer on Netflix to the Gabriel Fernandez case. Remember that? Such a horrible, horrible. Oh. I bawled my head off at that one. That was so bad. Well, watching the trailer to that, Karen Bass is in that she was somewhere involved in that. She's on there. No, you're right, Happy. That's exactly right. Yeah, Karen Bass. That's her. She was in. I saw her on the trailer to Gabriel Fernandez. Have you guys all watched Gabriel Fernandez? Ugh. That's the first time ever like CPS workers were actually charged. It's horrible. It absolutely will break your heart. I couldn't believe I saw her on there. Just on the trailer, I couldn't tell what role she had played. That is so, so sad. You didn't watch it? Oh, when's your birthday, Pallets? Oh, I'm so glad. Your birthday is coming up. That's right, because you're going to get your phone. Or I thought you just had it. What the hell? Now I'm all confused. Well, I'm excited you're having a barbecue. It's a hard one, Happy. It's a very hard one to watch. It is. There's another one on there I've been wanting to watch. What is it called? Oh, wow. Untold, the fall of Favre. I didn't know he fell. I didn't know. I truly did not know that. Oh, you know which one I've been wanting to watch? A Deadly American Marriage. Christina Randall did a video on that. It's actually Monday. Okay, okay. Well, I'm really excited that you're having a barbecue. Oh. Did you guys know that Brent Favre fell? I didn't know that. Right? That's exciting. It's fun. It's about a guy who, it's weird. He hired an au pair from America. I think he was in Ireland. And then they ended up getting married. He had 2 kids. And they moved here to America. And her and her dad ended up killing him. Self-defense is what they say. I don't even know the names though. You turned your heat on. It's a Netflix story. No, he's dead. He's definitely not okay. We need to go to rumble and watch something from Netflix soon. Yeah, it's not good. They killed him with a bat. Yeah, it's pretty ugly. But the story's on Netflix, so I think what I'll do, I think I'll put up a community post and everybody figure out something we want to watch on Netflix. And we'll go to Rumble and watch it. But I think I'm going to shut this down right now. I've been on here a while. Oh, look at Gizmo's getting going. Look at that. Oh my goodness. Wow. Oh my gosh. Wow. I know. I'm nervous too. Wow. They are active. Okay, I'm going to make a community post. You guys tell me what you want to watch on Netflix. But I'm going to shut it down. I need to get some things done. Sitting here on my butt too long. Okay, thanks a lot for being here. I appreciate you guys. Love you. Happy birthday, Palettes. And get better, Life with Mommy. We're praying for you. Yes, everybody have a great weekend. I appreciate you very much. Thanks. Me too. Me too. Very much. Bye, guys.